Asa Gitz. It's a good day to share with you, and I'm so grateful and thankful to be. I would like you just to take a moment and go ahead and just close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and blow through your mouth. Just release, just exhale. Now, what I want to share with you is what I was taught at a young age along with my siblings via my maternal grandmother, Ophelia Whitebear, and my paternal uncle, or my Dade, Uncle Mac Wolf. We were taught that you have a spirit, or you are a spirit, and you have a body for just a small time. And the importance of walking prayerfully and keeping yourself balanced, your spirit being.
While serving a 9-year prison sentence, walking across the prison yard, Otis, a U.S. military veteran, had an epiphany. Get in the boat, you are drowning. After years of feeling lost and isolated, he felt it was time for him to disconnect his bond with opioids and reconnect his bond with family, friends, and the community.
A 20-year-old man, let's call him Brandon, is serving a 6-month jail sentence for violating probation when he starts to hear voices that others cannot hear. He looks around suspiciously, talks back to these voices, isolates from others, and becomes very fearful of the corrections officers. When an officer approaches him for a check-in, he becomes frightened and agitated. He's yelling for help because he fears for his life. The officers restrain the psychotic young man and take him to seclusion, where he is stripped of his clothing and put into a smock, and he is now considered to be a safety risk.
End code. 20-year-old male gunshot wound to the chest. CPR in progress. ETA 10 minutes. It's 8:52. The trauma bay doors swing open, and that's when I meet Roberto. The paramedics are pounding on his chest as he rolls by on the gurney. The team swarms in, taking off his clothes, inserting IVs, and starting blood products. They crack his chest to get to his heart to assess the single gunshot wound that took his life.
Trauma and toxic stress elicit long-term hyperactive stress responses, drastically altering neurological and metabolic functioning in the body and in the brain. It can even inhibit the prefrontal cortex, responsible for learning and rational thought.
When I was 16, I saw the connections between intergenerational trauma and the mental and physical health challenges playing out firsthand in my own family after my grandfather died from suicide. I became determined that the cycle would end in my generation, and this spilled over into my career pursuits. As I completed my PhD in clinical psychology, I was naturally interested in how to best support and treat mental illness. I began treating adults, and I realized quickly I wasn't intervening early enough in their lives. So I shifted my focus to adolescents and school-aged children and had the same realization. It wasn't until I began working with infants and young children and their families that I felt I could actually make an impact on the generational transmission of trauma.
1 in 11 American kids have asthma, and this illness causes 36,000 of them to miss school every day, making it not only a health issue, but an academic one as well. But rates of asthma vary widely across our country and highlight insidious American health disparities. Children of color suffer from asthma at rates 3 times more than their white peers.